What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of Project Wagon. So it's ridiculously hot today. I always seem to pick these really hot days to do this stuff. It's probably about 29 degrees today in the UK. Smashing, outside, no cover, in the beating sun. Love it. Anyway, today we need to tick some more jobs off the MOT list. What I'm going to start with today, just to ease myself in, is the fuel gauge doesn't work. Right, so when we turn the fuel gauge on, the ignition on, no fuel gauge, nothing. Right, so I've lifted up the back seat. This is my new fuel sender. Unfortunately, the pump in this one is dead, so I'm gonna have to swap the pump over, which isn't too difficult. But the sender unit's there, you can see the level gauge there. So rear bench out. Pull this bit of carpet off. That back, oh look, looks like someone's already been in here. Oh God. See, sometimes that's a good sign and sometimes that's a bad sign. So fingers crossed, just check the wiring or something. But this does not look very OEM to me. Looks like someone may have been in here already. Right, so what I've done here is I've plugged the spare sender unit into the car loom, and I've moved the gauge or level float up to the top. Turn the ignition on, and yes, nice simple fix. Oh, let's turn that down. So that's a nice easy fix for once. I'll crack on and change it off camera because it's going to be difficult for me to hold and prod and support the phone in the car. We'll get that swapped over, and that's another job ticked off the list. Banging. Right, that's the fuel pump issue sorted. Now all we've got to do is jack the car up. There we are, a little bit of YouTube magic. Today's mission, if everything goes to plan, fit a Z3 rack, PC coilovers on the front, which came off the compact before I sold it. And then we have left and right inner and outer steering joints, or tie rods, or inner rack ends or an outer rack ends, and some brand new lower arms with what we have Powerflex rear bushes in. Now this lot is all supplied by my buddy Steve Houston. He runs a company called Protezione Autoworks. Put the link in the description. Right, let's get cracking. Whew, it's getting warm. Right, most of the front end stuff is off. I've got to look at the state of that coilover. That is rank. Lower arm is just as bad, really. But you know, so taking the only reason I've taken the roll bar off is because it gets in the way anyway when you're trying to rebuild stuff, and it's easy to put them back on afterwards. Plus, I've got new drop links with BC coilovers, and it's easier to take the drop links off with the roll bar off the car, and it's only 4 bolts and it just drops off anyway. Right, so why have I taken the arm off with the strut? One simple reason, so I haven't got to struggle with these on the car, or that one there. Because once you get this one off and that one off, that comes off, and then you can get a gun straight on this nut rather than spannering it on the car. It's just so much easier. I mean, if I wasn't replacing the suspension strut, I probably would have just persevered with a spanner, but you know, I'm getting old, I'm getting a bit fat, so anything to save a bit of spannering is good in my book. She's not bad underneath here. You can see it's starting to corrode a little bit. That is going to have to be replaced at some point very soon. So front hard lines need doing. I'll clean them up for the moment because I haven't got my brake making tool stuff with me. But I have noticed that one of these has got a nick in the hose somewhere. So what I've done is, so we are a set of Goodrich braided premium performance brake lines, race proven technology apparently. So these are about 90 or 100 quid off of Protezione Autoworks website. They come in loads of different colours. Where is it? Like that, didn't I? Look at that. I've gone for pink. No, I haven't. I've gone for black just because it's more of an OEM look, and I'm not into spicy racy stuff. I like everything to be quite subtle. So we're gonna chuck these on, as well as everything underneath, and it's gonna improve the braking a little bit more. Plus we've got a little bit of an upgrade to put on in the future I'm going to be running 330 front discs and carriers. Right, we're licking on now. I've decided that I can't leave my hubs and back plates in this condition when they're going on nearly new BCs and new lower arms and everything else. So I am gonna quickly wire wheel them and paint them black. I've got the rack in, that's ready to rock and roll. There we go, lovely Z3 rack in. Now just about to fit the inner and outer tie rods. Now, top tip with these, take them apart and fill these with grease in there and wind these back in, and also don't separate the inner and outer when you take them off, because to get your car driving fairly straight away, you want to make sure that these are pretty much the same length when you go to bolt them back on. Then obviously you won't really have to mess around with tracking too much until you get it on the ramp for alignment, so it will drive relatively straight on the way there. So now it's just lower arms, strut, inner and outers, and then I'll put the hubs on in a minute. See if we can do some YouTube magic, shall we? Ready, and here we go then. BC's in, lower arms on, poly bush in, steering rack done, same over the other side. It's a shame the rest of the car isn't that clean, really. I did have a quick go at painting the hubs up at the back because they were just horrendous, but it hasn't gone very well, so ignore them. Right, so that's basically front end done, ready for MOT, other than this brake hose. I've tried to get that 11mm union undone and it's just not having it. I can't get it undone. It's getting pretty late in the afternoon now, so I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and make a brake hose up, or brake line up, a hard line, but that goes through the inner wing all the way over the engine and into the ABS pump down there. So at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't particularly feel like making a hard line up just now. Well, it's been a warm one today, but yet again, that's basically the front end done, MOT ready now. What's that in my eye? Dirt from underneath the car, what a surprise. So that's the front end done, ready for MOT. Next job is going to be the rear diff carrier, because that's got a crack in it. Check over the rear end and think, oh yes, we need some new tyres, but I am going to buy some new wheels with tyres already on, because I'm not a fan of the contours, and some wheels have come up that I like, so we're going to go for them. Right, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and see you later.